Hi, hello, and welcome to the lecture series on control systems. In today's session, we'll solve one problem based on this state model. So, if you see in this diagram, there are two energy storing elements. One is the inductance, the second one is the capacitance. So, here we have two state variables, and the two state variables are the current through the inductor and the voltage across the capacitance, that is V naught of t. So we can start like this. x1 of t is equal to I of t, which is the input variable, and x2 of t is equal to V naught of t. Sorry, these are the two states of the system. x1 of t is I of t and x2 of t is V naught t. And the input is u of t is equal to Vi of t. We will apply the KVL to the loop. So we can write, apply KVL to the loop. So Vi of t is equal to R into I of t plus L di of t by dt plus V naught of t. This is the voltage across the capacitance. So directly we can write V naught of t, or else we can also write 1 by C integral I dt. Okay, so from this we'll take di by dt. So di by dt is equal to, now take this Ri of t and V naught of t this side. So this becomes Vi of t minus R into I of t minus V naught of t. We also have this L component here, so take this also to that side. So we can write Vi of t by L minus Ri of t by L minus V naught of t by L. So if you see, we have taken x1 of t is equal to I of t, and x2 of t is V naught of t. Now we'll write the expression for x1 dot of t. So x1 of t is equal to I of t. So x1 dot of t, this is the derivative of x1 of t. So this we can write it as di of t by dt. Di of t by dt. Okay, so this is the first equation. So this is also equal to, we'll write this in proper order. First we'll write this R into I of t. R into I of t, but I of t is x1 of t, so this we can write it as, we'll write this side. So x1 dot of t is equal to, this is equal to di of t by dt. Okay, so we have the first term is minus R by L into I of t, but I of t is x1 of t, so put x1 of t here. Then we have x2 of t term. So x2 of t is V naught of t. So here we have V naught of t. So in place of V naught of t, we will put minus 1 by L, and V naught of t is x2 of t. Then we have the other term, that is Vi of t by L, but Vi of t is the input, that is u of t. So we'll write this as 1 by L into u of t. So this is the first equation. We'll write the second state expression, that is x2 dot of t. So for that we need to take x2 of t. So if you see here, we have this x2 of t is equal to v naught of t. Now if you take the differential of this term, we get x2 dot of t. This is equal to, so this we can write it as dv naught of t by dt. But what is v naught of t? V naught of t, this is, we can put it this as d by dt of v naught of t is 1 by c integral I of t into dt. So if you integrate this, we get 1 by c into I of t. But again, I of t is x1 of t. So this we can write it as 1 by c into x1 of t. So this is the second equation. x2 dot of t is equal to 1 by c into x1 of t. So these are the two state equations. Next we'll write the expression for the output. So y of t, output voltage is v naught of t. So we can write y of t is equal to v naught of t, but v naught of t is x2 of t. So we'll write y of t is equal to x2 of t. So this is the third expression we need to use for writing the matrix. Now we'll write the solution in matrix form. So we need to write the two equations. The first equation is x dot is equal to a into x of t plus b into u of t. The second equation is y of t is equal to cx of t plus d into u of t. So these are the two equations. Now if we compare these two equations, so x dot of t, we have two, here we have two state variables. So the first equation will be like this, x1 dot of t and x2 dot of t. Put them in the form of a matrix. This is equal to, now here we need to write the matrix A. Since we have two state variables, so it will become a 2 by 2 matrix. Now if you see the first equation, that is x1 dot of t. In this equation we have the term for x1 of t is minus r by l. So write minus r by l here. For x2 of t we have minus 1 by l. So put minus 1 by l here. Now go to the second equation, that is x2 of t, this one. So in this we only have the x1 of t term. So in place of x1 of t, put 1 by c. We don't have the term x2 of t. So put 0 in place of this. Multiplied by x1 of t, x2 of t. Plus, this is the B matrix. So B matrix, to write the B matrix, now this will be multiplied by u of t. So we need to consider the u terms. If you see the first equation, that is x1 dot of t. In this, for u of t we have the coefficient as 1 by l. So write 1 by l here. And if you see the second equation, that is x2 dot of t, we don't have any u of t term. So in place of this, put a 0. So this is the first, this is the equation, that is the state equation. Next we need to write the output equation. Output equation is y of t is equal to, so y of t is equal to, if you see this y of t, we only have x2 of t, there is no x1 of t. So in place of x1 of t, put 0. For x2 of t, the coefficient is 1. This multiplied by x1 of t, x2 of t, plus, in this equation we don't have any d term. So the matrix D is equal to 0. 0 multiplied by u of t. So this is how we write the solution of the state equations in matrix form. The first equation is the state equation, the second one is the output equation, and this is the representation in matrix form. So this is a solution for the state model of the electrical system, which has the three components: resistance, inductance and the capacitance. So that's all. Thank you.